Alafia aho, I say namaste and blessings to all. Welcome to Shadow of Wolves. Let's talk about the connection between the Christian faith and the Christian beliefs with Santeria. How is it that Yeshua, which is his true name, and somehow got translated to Jesus, but Yeshua was crucified, right? And his name being Hebrew, coming from Aramaic to Hebrew, is his true name. Now, the reason why we tie in Santeria with the Christian faith is because of the transatlantic slave trade. In understanding the transatlantic slave trade, we recognize the history of our ancestors. So there was a mixture of Yoruba faith coming from Nigeria with Orishas with Christianity. Even though it's not all 100%, it's still there. So for example, when a Yabo, which means an initiate who will be crowned and going through all the ceremonies for the entire year, they're a Yabo in 1 week. The Yabo they use holy water, just letting you know, within that ceremony. That holy water recognizes Obatala and Olorun, the heavens. Now let's move on. So Yeshua, which is his true name, was crucified. And therefore, many of us as Santeros, we have our Orishas covered in white cloth. Okay? This is very important. I don't do it because I believe that at that time the history was not there, and my Orisha, I made Santo in Cuba, they're from Africa. However, I respect other people's belief in Holy Week, that they are supposed to have their Orishas covered in a white cloth. This is Lukumi and Santeria. Now, in understanding that, what is Yeshua, Jesus? What is his role in Santeria? Well, during the slave trade, when everyone came through, the different saints, the different Orishas had to be hidden in saints. So in other words, if someone was, worshiping and they were a child or priestess or priest of Shango, they had to hide their worship in recognizing a substitute such as Santa Barbara, which has similar characteristics. If they were caught understanding and giving mayuba or blessings and prayers to their Orisha, they would be beaten, persecuted, and killed. So in understanding Yeshua's role is because during that time, those who were even chiefs and babalaos and Orisha priest and priestess, they had to follow through when they were captivated into slavery. They had to follow through in recognizing the Christian faith. So the closest Christian faith out of all of them was the Catholic faith. Why? Because the Catholic faith has saints. Those saints have synchronisms with Yoruba faith and Yoruba Orisha. So for example, I have a chosi made. I will show you, Isaiah, if you could bring the statue for Saint Sebastian, just the statue. Okay, so he went into that road. Okay, Caridad de Kobe was underneath in recognizing Ochun. So there are different ones. So for example, in this beautiful recognition here, one of my favorite, I've been dying to get him, and I'm so thankful. He is in representation of a Chosi, Saint Sebastian. Okay, so all these synchronisms was accepted. So we began to love the Catholic faith because of the deities. Now, strongly, Yeshua, as many of us were already, before we converted to being Santeros, to being Babalaos, to being Obadiates, and so forth, we highly recognized our Christianity. A lot of us were raised in the church. This is why I love Santeria, because they know that we have our spiritual court, and then we have our other beliefs. We don't mix them. We do not mix them with Orisha faith. The example that I gave you with the holy water is just holy water, okay, to purify the essence of the omero that is made. So omero is holy liquid that is made and prepared through plants of Osine. But let's move right along in understanding that The Holy Trinity, when we're doing what we call mesablanca, before someone gets crowned, there are 3 of them. We recognize that these prayers must be made and said, and it must be 3 masses. In some cases, for example, in crowning in Oya, there are 9 masses. So we do like Catholic prayers, Our Father who art in heaven, and so forth. So understanding your faith and understanding how Jesus, Yeshua, is highly, highly respected. For us, even when before I was going to church, I know and we know that Jesus is not God. Here comes a controversy. If he is God, then why would he pray and ask, Father, let the cup pass me? Why would he do that? God is in heavens, Jesus being the Son of God, and a part of the Holy Trinity is important to know, and we do say those prayers. So understanding how this is tied in, Santeros and those who follow Lukumi and those who recognize the beauty, Afro-Cubano, okay? The beauty of Jesus, the beauty of Yeshua is amazing, because in Santeria we respect all deities of good light and good faith. We really do. One of my mother's favorite songs in understanding this was, I'd rather have Jesus, which as I said is Yeshua. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. Someone asked the question, why do we sing? When we lift our hands to Jesus, what does it really mean? Someone may be wondering, when we sing a song, at times we may be crying and nothing's even wrong. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. I love that song. I can't sing, but I sing for God, and I sing for Alofi. And I love the part when they say his eye is on the sparrow. That's the reason why I sing. So glory, hallelujah. It is important to know the power of Yeshua. He deserves the great respect. He has the keys that opens the gateways for hell and heaven. And he will return. But just be careful and be aware, of course, of different things that are in the atmosphere and false prophets and, different things that are being planned from the government. I'm not saying too much, but in understanding that, I'm sending you all love. Also in understanding Easter and understanding the goddess of Estar. That is the name given. The true name is Passover. If you want to follow strict religious beliefs and you want to follow tradition, Passover is what was the holy dinner, the supper that was given with Yeshua and his followers. Okay, Easter is named after the goddess Estar. This is why, if you can ask me, please, what does Easter bunnies laying eggs have to do with Jesus? Think about it. The goddess Estar is the goddess of fertility. This is also after paganism. Hey, whatever floats your boat. I think it's beautiful. Everything is beautiful. But do understand the recognition of Jesus and the beauty of Mother Mary. So I'm sending you all blessings in understanding Easter, Estar, Passover. Yeshua is his true name. With all blessings, I'm sending you all Ireomo, Ireoma, Ariku Baba. I'm sending you love, light, peace, and happiness to the world. I forgive all my enemies. I love thy enemies. Just stay far away from Renee. Stay far away from Shadow. But I love you. And I'm sending you all love and faith and happiness and blessings. And what else? That's it. Ireomo, Ireoma, Ariku Baba. And praise Yeshua and blessings. Thank you for the resurrection. Ache.